So hello children, today we are going to start a new topic called bar graph. In bar graph it is said that one picture is worth 1,000 words. That's why we see in newspaper and magazines a lot of bar graph, pie chart. Pie chart is another nice thing where we draw a circle. Okay, where we draw a circle and different area. This is called a sector. Class 9, 10 you will see. So like this, these areas are called sector. They are shaded to give you various values. So our understanding of anything becomes better if we have a picture to see. So this pie chart you will learn little later. This class we are learning what is a bar graph. Bar, anything children, means anything thin and long. Iron bar, chocolate bar. Okay, so bar means anything thin and long. I'll draw, and that is called a bar graph. But sometime children, when you join the bar graph, I'll show you. Let me draw the bar graph. Then it's called a histogram. So joined bar graph is called a histogram. We have a pie chart and a bar graph, which I am going to teach you today. So there are two types of bar graph. One we will show vertically, we will draw, and one another example I'll show you horizontally. Horizon means where the sun comes out. So this way when you look, okay, parallel to the surface of the earth, horizon, it's called horizontal. Okay, so next graph will be like this. And vertical means when anything goes up. So here I am going to teach you in this sum vertical, okay, bar graph. Okay, so depending on situation children, we choose which type to do and why. So while teaching, I'll tell you why for this question I am using a vertical graph for this particular question, and next question which I'll do where I'll use a horizontal bar graph. So let me do this too in this video, and if possible and if needed, I may make another part, but I think one question on horizontal and one question on vertical will give you an idea how to draw a bar graph. So here we take children, this is called x-axis. You will learn this is called x-axis and this is called y-axis, and they are perpendicular to each other. They are 90 degree to each other. So here in different year children, if you see, starting from 2019 to 2014, per kg price of wheat, maybe in the market. So you see in the recent years, as there is inflation, prices do go up. So now we have 16 rupees a kg. In fact, it's more than this. So as per the question in 2014, it was 10. So what will I do? I'll start from here. So here what I do, you see the total range of data I have explained from where to where. So you see minimum is 10 and maximum is 16. So here I take interval of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. Okay, so let me rub this so we will have enough place. You could have one more extra children. So this is my price per kg. So remember, this is a vertical bar graph. Okay, so here this is price per kg. In the y-axis we write price per kg in rupee, because in India we use rupee, and you see we have a new way of writing symbol of rupees also. And here we will see year. In this axis children, we will take year. Okay, so you can use an interleaf copy over here, or you can use a graph paper also, but the point is it should be very neat and clean, and you should use a scale. Okay, where so in 2014 it is 10. So here you do, and see the spacing has to be same. So this is 2014, I write like this because there's less thing to write, so vertical bar graph is better. 2015 is 13, so if this is 12, this is 14, you can draw like over here. So here, this is, see the height 13, this was 10 children, 13, same breadth, same width children you draw. This is the price in 2015. So here you see writing space is less here. So horizontal bar graph I'll show you in question 4, where we will write like that. So another, I go to 2016 is again 10. So same height, this is 10. You can rub this on and see the gap children. Just I am using my free hand. If you use scale and do proper, so this has become thick. I'll make it little thing, and it is little close also. So since I am not using scale and a ruled white copy, so I may face some problem. So like that you see the thickness is also same. So this is 10. So you see 10, 13, 10. This is 2016. 2017 children, it's 12. So here you take dotted line. We can rub it off later on children. So see the gapping. Okay, and we see the thickness also. So this is 2014, 15, 16. This is 17. So 2017 we have 12. See, you can rub this later on. Okay, in the beginning you can take the help. Next children is 2018 is again 13. So 2000 again I have drawn. So this was 12. 12 should have been little shorter. 12 and 13 are looking like same. So that's why you should use a scale. Next we see again it's 13. 2018 is 13. So here we come to 2018 is 13. So this almost same height if you see children. And last but not the least, 2019 is 16. So 16 it was quite high. So here we draw 16, which is 2019. So see here there should be around this height, maybe a little bit more. We have to see. So there are two things children. So once more, 2014 is 10, 13, 10, 12, this is 12 children, then 13, then 16. Okay, so various here we have, this is the price of wheat per kg in rupees. So looking at this data children, you will see 2 year we had least price, another 2 year if you see we had same price of 13 rupees a kg, and one. So after drawing, you can take a scale and draw like this. We can rub this. So you see the highest price was in 2019, which is 16 rupees a kg. So the length of the graph tells you how high is the value. Shorter the graph, the cheaper is the wheat and less is the price. So 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, there is one over here. So this is what is called a bar graph. But if you join them together children, just one example I'll tell you. Same thing if you join them, okay, something like this, what you will get. So just I'm showing you in short. Okay, so thickness should be same. Okay, just this is a rough diagram. All thickness will be like the bar graph, but the height will be different. So such bar graph is called a histogram. So very similar, I have tried to draw 2 equal, then 2 equal there, 1 equal. So something very similar, not exactly, just to show you. So when bar graphs are joined together children, this is called a histogram, okay, which you will see in class 8 onward, histogram. Okay, and in the beginning only I have taught you what is a pie chart. So these three things are frequently used. The bar graph, this is a vertical bar graph, this is a histogram roughly depicting this, but here there is some variation, and then one example I'll show you on horizontal bar graph. Then we will come to the end of today's video lesson. So kindly pause the video and copy, then we take on the next sum. So one thing before I end this particular question, you will see this was very less thing to write. So we have used this vertical bar graph. If this I have to write more, like next time I'll show you Bengaluru, New Delhi and all, lot of writing, then there is a problem because this space is less. So either we write here or we write here. Generally we write here. So we use horizontal bar graph when we have to write something which is longer. So next time I'll show you that, but this is also a better way of comparison. We'll see horizontal bar graph in the next sum. So in the second question for today, we are going to see the horizontal bar graph. See in this question, children, population of various cities are given. Okay, population of various cities are given in lakhs. So we have Delhi's population as 80 lakh, Mumbai's population is 120 lakh, Kolkata is 110. So I think this is as per 2010 census. Every 10 years we have census where we count the population. Okay, because now I think Kolkata's population is 150 lakh, 1.5 crore. Okay, so Chennai is 70 lakhs, Bengaluru is 60 lakhs, and Hyderabad is 50 lakhs. So the minimum is 50 and maximum is 120. So in the x-axis, children, we draw the population in lakhs. Okay, and here we will write down the cities. Okay, so here in this axis we will have cities. So here what I am going to teach you today is horizontal bar graph. Horizontal bar graph. Okay, so horizontal bar graph we will see. So first one, so this is the data. First one is Delhi 80. So here we draw like this 80. Here you put a line and sufficient gap has to be there. So this will be 80. Okay, so here we have lot of space. We can write Delhi like this. Okay, so this is the advantage of this. We can write longer words over here. So Delhi you see is up to 80. See here, this is the size where it will end. Delhi is 80. Next is Mumbai 120. So Mumbai 120, here you draw a line. So if you use your scale and pencil, because so Mumbai is, so one or two things, children, you have to take care is one, the thickness and this thickness and the gap, this thickness of the graph and the gap. So since I am not using a scale, a ruled copy it is easier, but better you draw in a entirely white side of the paper. So it's better and best is when you use a graph paper. So for me, I am not using a smart board. So best thing would have been a graph paper. So, but this can be done in ordinary paper also. Ruled, better white. Okay, unruled paper. So this is my Mumbai. So Mumbai has the highest population of 120 lakhs. So must write what it is, population in lakhs. So here you see it is 120. You don't write here because this is how we learn. And don't draw this line, just for drawing you see. Third one, children, is Kolkata 110. So Kolkata 110, little less. Okay, so here is my 110. So I use another bar for Kolkata. It's little thick. So I can make it little thinner. So the thickness should be same, I told you children. So this is your Kolkata. Okay. So it goes up to 110 if you see. Similarly, we will plot for Chennai, Bengaluru and Hyderabad. So next we are going to draw Kolkata. We have done 110, Chennai 70. So see 70 here, we draw here Chennai. Okay, so this is Chennai. Chennai, you see children, is 70. So this way we compare. Next is Bengaluru 60. So little less. This will be Bengaluru. So smaller ones are easier to draw. So this is Bengaluru. Old name was Bangalore. Okay. And the last one is Hyderabad children. So last one we see is Hyderabad. So here Hyderabad is 50 least. Then we have certain question children, you will see. So two things as I have already told you children. So this should be, we can put a scale and see this is 50, this is 60, this is 70, this is 110, this is 120 and this is 80. So last one is Hyderabad. Okay, Bad. So this is how we draw horizontal bar graph. This is how. So see here two things as I told you. This breadth of the bar and the gap between the bar has to be same. Okay, so since I am not using a graph paper or a ruled copy, so this is how we draw. Now next we will see what are the questions based on this bar graph. So next we move on to the various question of question number 4 of exercise 18.4. Name the least populated city. So as you can see here it is Hyderabad, but when you don't have this, actually we draw this bar graph, you see the smallest length of the bar is for Hyderabad. So you can write the least populated city. Here also you can see, but this is a better, once we have a graph and these values, you don't need this. So we draw graph based on this, and there is other thing also in 18.3 you have to see there where graph is given, you have to interpret the data, how you get the things from the graph. But here we have drawn the graph and then we are seeing, so which is the least populated city is Hyderabad. It's the smallest. This way, horizontal bar graph we take this way, vertical I have shown you in this way. So here there is more space to write, that is there, and this breadth we compare sideways, and in that vertical bar graph what we see? We see the height of the thing. So least populated is Hyderabad. What is the total population of all cities? You have to add this. Either you add here or you write there and add. So if you add, what is the total population? 200 lakh, 310, 380, 440, I think 4 crore 90 lakhs. Because this is in lakhs. So 200, 310, 380, 440, 490 lakhs. Okay, next question is how many cities have a population more than a crore? These two have more than a crore. 100 lakh is 1 crore. So if you see 1 crore is, okay, you must know is 100 lakhs. Okay, so more than 100 lakhs we have Mumbai and Kolkata. Okay, Mumbai and Kolkata. So once more, in this axis, which is y-axis, we write the name of the cities, and in the x-axis we write population in lakhs. So this scale is very important, children. If you use a graph paper, you can take 1 centimeter as 10 lakhs. So graph paper is always better, but in class 6 you can use a rule paper but better you use a white blank paper or unruled paper. Last question, what is the difference between the population of least and most populated? So this is the maximum population of Mumbai and the least, this is the minimum. So what is the difference? So the last part of the answer is, so here what you will do after drawing graph and all, you need to write down the answer. So how will you write down the answer, children? You will see. So please write 1 crore is 100 lakhs, and this is how, not in the graph. Okay, let us see how you will write the answer. Name the least populated cities. So write question, then write the answer is least populated is Hyderabad. Okay, then next is what is total population of all cities? You show there, this working you have to show there. So it is 4.9 crore or 490 lakhs. Next, children, is how many cities have population more than 1 crore? I told you Mumbai and Kolkata. Mumbai and Kolkata. Last question, children, number D. So you have to write this at on the other side or below this graph. You cannot write like here. So I don't want to rub this. So last question is, what is the difference between population of least and the most populated? So most populated is Mumbai and least is Hyderabad. So 120 minus 50. So we get 70 lakhs of people is the difference. So children, this is what we have about horizontal bar graph. So once more, see this breadth and the gapping. It may not be very uniform over here because I have used my free hand. So this is how we draw the horizontal bar graph. So in my question 5, I have shown you what is vertical bar graph. So please practice at least two each question from this bar graph and vertical bar graph and horizontal bar graph. So thank you, children, for watching this video lesson. So one small correction, just I was seeing here the third question, children, that's why you should read the question properly. Third question was, it was not name the 2 cities which has population above 1 crore. Question is, how many cities have population above 1 crore? So definitely answer is Mumbai and Kolkata, but your answer will be 2 cities have population more than 1 crore. They have not said name how many cities. So one very important thing we learn, children, is to read the question properly. You may know a thing, you may be very excited and happy, but you need to read question properly and answer with a cool mind. So thank you, children, once more.